All right. Sorry. Lesson number 6. We got parallel lines cut by a transversal. So, if a pair of parallel lines are cut by a transversal, which what a transversal is, that is a line that intersects two or more lines. Each angle pair relationship has a special name. They're either going to be congruent or the other option, supplementary. Only options for today. These things are either going to be equal or add to 180. Now, I'll give you some few words in there. Parallel lines. So if you look to the right, where the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is, that you see those lines that do not touch, those parallel lines. Lines that run next to each other that will never intersect. They're being cut by a transversal. That is the line going through the two of them. So these parallel lines being cut by a transversal forms all these angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And some of these they're either going to be congruent to others or add to 180. So here's all our special names down here. But before we get into the bottom 4, we got to talk about the top 2. We got to talk about interior angles and what that means. Interior means inside, so interior angles are inside the parallel lines. Next term, exterior. Exterior, like the exterior of a house, means outside. So exterior angles are outside the parallel lines. All right, so here we go. 4 terms. Very key terms throughout the year. Make sure you know what these are. Be able to identify them in parallel lines. Alternate interior angles. Those are, well, the word alternate means opposite. So they are on opposite sides of the transversal and inside the parallel lines, because alternate and interior. Pair of alternate interiors. If I picked angle 4 because it has to be inside, and angle 5, those are alternate interior angles. And guess what? Alternate interior angles are congruent. So angle 4, this sign I'm about to make means congruent, equal with a wave above it. Angle 4 and angle 5 are congruent. Those are alternate interior angles. There's another pair in there. The other pair would be 3 and 6. All right, next. Alternate exterior angles. Well, hey, we know what alternate is. That's on opposite sides of the transversal and, well, exterior outside. That's the parallel lines. So where are those? Well, let me grab a different color. I'll grab purple. If I picked angle 1, right here, angle 1, alternate exterior angle of that is angle 8. And guess what? Angle 1 and angle 8 are, in fact, congruent. Another pair of alternate interior angles that we have here happen to be, sorry, I'm getting my, what does it happen to be? 2 and 7. That's another pair. All right, so next we got corresponding angles. They are in the same position on parallel lines in relation to the transversal. All right, so what that means is, I haven't used orange. So, corresponding angles. Angle 3. You see how on the top, if I just looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, that's on the bottom left. Corresponding means if I were to take that and shift it down to the bottom. So if I took this 3 and shifted it down to the bottom, it'd be right on top of angle 7. So angle 3, congruent to angle 7. Another pair would be 2 and 6, 1 and 5, 4 and 8. There's a bunch of corresponding angles. All right. The last one we got is same side interior angles, and those are on the same side of the transversal and inside the parallel lines. So what are we talking about here? Which ones are we looking at this time? We are looking at something like 6 and 4. And now 6 and 4, they look different sizes already. And guess what? They are. So if you have same side interior angles, angle 4 plus angle 6, that's going to add up to 180 degrees. All right, so there's that fact. Now, a cool little thing. These right here, those first three, these are all congruent. And then the last one gives angles that add up to 180. All right, so alternate interior angles, alternate exterior, corresponding angles, all congruent, same side interior, add to 180. These terms are going to be helpful throughout the year. So let's go ahead and do some examples. All right, so find the measure of each angle in the diagram. So if I pick this 65, and I'll get my red back. So I pick 65 down here. I'm going to go to angle 4. I see that 65 and angle 4. Those are known as alternate exterior angles. So angle 4, I'm going to type it. So it'll probably be nicer. Angle 4, it's going to be 65 degrees. Oh, guess what? We have vertical angles. 4 and 2 are vertical. Angle 2, 65. Oh, guess what then? That angle 4, which is 65, and number 8 over here, those are corresponding, so that's 65 as well. And guess what? We can find the others as well, but they add up to 180. So like to get angle 1, I'm going to do 180 minus 65 because I got a straight line up top with angle 1,4 to get 115. Then I can say, oh, hey, angle 1 and 3, those are vertical, so that's 115. Oh, angle 1 and 7, those are alternate exterior, so that's 115. Oh, hey, angle 1 and 5, guess what? Those are corresponding, so that's 115 as well. So really, there's only two answers that they got here, 115 or 65. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to skip 2 and go ahead to 3. So this is really how it's going to come into play for us, all right? You're going to get some angles like so with some variables there. You got to first determine what type of angles they are. So at number 3, I look at the 5x minus 26 and the 3x plus 10, and I think, what type of relationship is this? Oh, hey, these are alternate interior angles. And I think about what are alternate interior angles? What's special about those? Oh, they're congruent. So that means these two angles are going to equal each other. So I got 5x minus 26 equals 3x plus 10. And I go ahead and solve for x. So let's see, 10 equals 2x minus 36. And then I can, sorry, that should be a 26. I just kind of flipped it on you. And then 36 equals 2x. All I'm doing is solving, which you can do this too. X is 18. And again, guess what? If you want to find something other than x, just take that, substitute it in. All right, let's look at the next one. So number 4, first, identify the angles. They're on the same side. Same side. They're both inside. Interior angles. Oh, there it is. Same side interior angles. Same side interior angles add up to 180 degrees. That's a definition. I know the definition. I know the word. Now I do it. So I do x plus 58 equals 180. Again, I go ahead and solve. So I got 2x plus 58 equals 180. Minus 58, so I got 2x equals 122. Divide by 2. X is 61. All right, so there's 2 examples. I first thought of the definition and then said, okay, are these equal? Add to 180, and I applied it. What I want you to do, I want you to try 5. I want you to find x and y for 5. We'll check that, and we'll start class with number 6. All right, so go ahead, try 5. We'll start class with 6. 7's for fun.